Ever shared a meal with someone who isn't exactly a cheapskate, yet their relationship with every cent is so intense it creates a palpable freeze? Maybe it's the person who politely declines the set menu for free water, or the friend who pulls out a spreadsheet at brunch to calculate the tip. It's a jarring sight, especially when you know they pull in a six-figure salary. You're left wondering why someone with resources acts like they're one coupon from ruin. This specific tension is what we're diving into today at Quiet Pressure Sketchbook. Peel back the layers on why our brains treat spending like life or death. It turns out these quirks have very little to do with bank account numbers. Financial psychologist Dr. Brad Klontz identifies these as money scripts, internalized subconscious blueprints. For those who can't let go of a dollar, they run money vigilance programs. To their nervous system, a looming financial apocalypse is always 10 minutes away. It's a hyperactive internal siren that wails at the slightest hint of outgoing transactions. This biological alarm system usually traces back to two specific roots. Either you grew up in a household thick with stress of unpaid bills, or you've personally survived a financial wreck like a business failure. Your subconscious writes never again across your psyche with a permanent marker. It installs a high-tech surveillance system to guard against future vulnerability. You don't even need to have experienced poverty to feel this way. Wealthy homes inherit the same anxiety because parents were obsessively frugal. It's secondary trauma. Carrying the scars of a battle you never actually fought, even when logic tells you you're safe, your body refuses to believe. This is why you'll wash out disposable plastic baggies until they disintegrate, or drive across town to save 4 cents on gas, ignoring fuel costs. Math is broken, but the emotional logic is perfectly intact. Another group of extreme savers is rooted in the need for certainty. The world feels chaotic, we reach for the one thing we squeeze. We can't stop rent hikes, but we control the brand of soap. That 70-cent win provides a hit of dopamine and a sense of agency. This creates some truly bizarre behavioral gaps. Meet someone who spends an hour looking for free street parking to avoid a $10 garage fee only to buy a vintage watch. They are incredibly restrictive in areas that provide a sense of control, while overspending in areas that satisfy a different emotional void. Research shows there is a Goldilocks zone for your mental health. Those who practice moderate, intentional saving generally feel the most content. Most of us tend to overcorrect sitting in the dark to save on electric bills despite having a massive retirement fund. The gap between fiscally responsible and psychologically burdened is thin. At the end of the day, chronic spender and saver are flip sides. Both are using money as a shield against anxiety. One seeks comfort through acquisition, while the other builds a fortress. Both are trying to solve an internal problem with external currency. The real tragedy here is the social isolation. You treat a celebratory dinner like a hostage negotiation invitation stop. The walls you built for safety become a cage of loneliness. This fuels more anxiety and more hoarding in a self-perpetuating cycle. This is why money is such a frequent catalyst for divorce. To the saver, the partner is dangerous; to the partner, a joyless warden. We also see the generosity paradox, where someone has means to help, but they find themselves physically unable to write the check. Letting go of funds triggers a visceral danger signal in their brain. This leads to a secondary wave of guilt and shame. When habits erode relationships, you've moved past budgeting into deeper reflection. By obsessing over a secure future, these individuals forfeit their secure present. They live in a permanent state of lack even when they have abundance. Their bank statement says rich, but their nervous system says starving. These patterns are rarely about money, they are about trauma and safety. Society praises thriftiness, so these behaviors rarely get questioned until damage is done. If this breakdown made you defensive, it's a sign worth examining. If you want to keep digging into hidden psychology, make sure to subscribe. Consider hitting the join button to support our work. I'll see you in the next one, exploring the human experience.